So today was my first day of culinary school. Well, technically it was orientation. So orientation is basically just a bunch of the chef instructors going up and talking about what the experience is going to be like, setting the ground rules for expectations, and of course, 2021 is on the back of COVID-19. So we talked a lot about COVID-19 protocols. So the three things that one of the chef instructors really honed in on throughout this 6-month experience was enthusiasm, coachability, and reliability. He talked about those three things because they're important. For enthusiasm, really he just talks about you gotta do this for the right reasons. You have to know in yourself that this is what you want to do. This is a career path. This is an industry that you want to get into. And of course, a lot of people that are going to culinary school have thought long and hard about why they're going to culinary school. So definitely understanding your enthusiasm, not only for the career path, but for food. At the bottom line, do you love food? Do you want to be around food? Do you want to cook food? Are you prepared to fail making food and eating food? And that's something, those are hard questions to ask that you have to ask yourself whether you're ready to make that commitment towards culinary school. The second thing is coachability. Coachability is really, really important in culinary school because when you hand a plate of food to one of your chef instructors, say it's risotto, they're going to give you feedback. And that feedback is something that you can use to grow. He gave this example of when somebody gives a plate of food to a chef instructor, that chef instructor can just say, well, this plate of food is really good. Or they can give you feedback on the heat. They can give you feedback on texture, on flavor, on spices, on design and technique and everything else. So that feedback that is given to you during culinary school can feed your palate, and you can constantly improve your palate throughout culinary school. That's really important, is understanding where you can grow. Because let's face it, not everybody wakes up and is Paul Bocuse or Gordon Ramsay one morning, right? You take those feedback and you become somebody that is coachable, and you can improve with iteration and iteration. This is something that I talk about all the time, learning from your failures, learning from your mistakes. I think there's so many valuable lessons from that. And the third thing he talks about is reliability. This is one of the key things in the industry. I've worked in the restaurant business before, and they talked about reliability when I was working in that restaurant business. And the industry has the same. If you're 30 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't even show up because I found somebody to replace you in this shift. So reliability is a big thing in the industry, and it's something that is very much honed in. I'm gonna go through the books and materials that they gave me for orientation. Tomorrow I'll be getting my knives and chef's coat, but today the exciting part was that I got my books. So I'm gonna go over that right now. The first book that I got is A Professional Chef's Guide to Essential Kitchen Tools in the Hands of a Chef. That's really cool. I wish I got my textbooks and books ahead of time so I could do a quick Hermione and read all my books ahead of time, but I just got them now, so I'm gonna have to just read up as much as I can during school, which is not a problem. It's a part of the process, right? So in the hands of a chef, I'm really excited to learn about the kitchen tools I've been using and haven't used yet. So that's exciting. Then we have creating your culinary career. I imagine this is all about, the different paths you can take in the culinary industry. So that's exciting. Even though I pretty much know where I want to land, I still have a lot to learn about the industry and the jobs within the industry. So this is an exciting read, creating your own culinary career. And then the bombshells of textbooks for culinarians and culinary students. The first is the 4th edition of Garde Manger, The Art and Craft of Cold Kitchen. So this is really dealing with salads, vinaigrettes, soups, handling cold vegetables, handling cold seafood. So like shrimp could fall in here, or sushi, or just a lot of different things. This is a really, really exciting subject. Cheeses, different cold cuts, sandwiches, and cold fish. This is just garde-manger is a very essential part of a restaurant and part of a culinary palette. So this thing is like, I don't know, maybe 900 pages textbook. I don't know if I'll have time to read all of it, but I'm really certainly very excited to dive in here and check out some of the things I've learned. I'm going to learn, like, obviously there's like buffet design and cold sandwiches and caviar. This is going to be so exciting. I'm super pumped just from the books that they're giving us. I'm super pumped to get this. So, and then finally, the last book, of course, it's probably every single person that has gone through culinary school has a copy of this book, or sold a copy of this book, or uses this book for like office wait somewhere. But this is The Professional Chef, the 9th edition of this book. So it's gone through 9 iterations. That's how essential it has been for culinarians and culinary students alike. This book is like the heavy duty. This is like the first book that they give you in culinary school. It talks about everything from soups, stocks, to fabrication, to all the techniques like sauteing, braising, etc. So this book, I mean, this is also like 900 to 1,000 pages. It's a very, very heavy book that I imagine could take me like years and years to finish. But some of the material in this book is just, I'm just flipping through it earlier, and I'm so excited. Also, Paul Bocuse, who is like considered the grandfather of French cuisine, calls this the Bible of all chefs. So that goes to show you how important this book is, and I'm so excited. All my books and all my materials come with my very expensive tuition that I am sure all of you are aware of the journey, that how I'm paying for it. So I'm really excited. I think that this is the first of many days in the kitchen for culinary.